Version, I've condensed it to 4 pages. So I do tend to digress for those that read. But, I was kind of struggling. A lot of you have mentioned that you enjoyed the blogs and say I have a gift of gab or to speak the word. And I've actually come up with nothing. Ryan asked me to say something about Jacob. And I was praying on this last night. And I asked Jacob for some help. So he said, I got it. And so he wrote. This is a letter from Jacob. Drew, where are you? I want to start with you because I know you're taking this the hardest. Seemingly. You're just old enough to get that I'm no longer physically here, but you're too young to somehow understand that you'll always be my big brother. I want you to know that I really enjoyed the short time we had together. I loved how excited you were when you first saw me. And without sounding condescending, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. You give the best and most heartfelt hugs that anyone of any age can offer. You have a special gift, Drew, that rarely manifests itself in adults, let alone a boy at the age of 5. I need you to use this gift to take care of the girls in Owen. There's no better big brother in the world for this job. And I know you are the person to do this. Yeah, you're next. Please remember, you will always have 2 brothers that you prayed so hard to get, and I promise to be here for you whenever you need me. From Jacob. Lucy Goose, thank you so much for all your thoughtful cards and drawings, and always making me feel like a big part of the family. I want you to know that I thought about you every time I looked at that little black dog you gave me in the hospital. You're my big sister, and I want you to know that I promise to be your guardian angel, to watch over you for all the years to come. Thank you for sending my box to heaven with Father David today, and for letting me be your little brother. Unlike me, you have unlimited potential in this world. Yeah, this is from Jacob, and I'm excited as your angel to watch you grow and become this amazing person I know you are. Janie Bear, thank you for sharing the title of Cutest Kid with me the past 5 months. I know it was tough for you to do, but the title is once again yours. Please continue to be such a wonderful and caring big sister to Owen, and know that I appreciated all the thoughtful gifts you placed in my crib when I was home. Thank you for swinging me, kissing on me, hugging me, and helping change my diapers. Thank you for sharing your room with Drew so that Mommy and Daddy could care for me when I came home. Always remember, like with your other brothers and sisters, that I'm watching you from heaven. Oh, she says, P.S. After witnessing this past week, or he says, after witnessing this past week how much you enjoy eating, the first thing I did when I got to heaven was try my hand at that. Apparently, the hole in my belly is now fixed, but God seems to be a little peeved at me, probably because my new favorite food just happens to be devil's food cake. Okay. It says, Daddy, thank you for encouraging Mommy to spend as much time with me as she could while I was in the hospital, and for sharing my story with the world. I really enjoyed our visits in the hospital, and I'm glad we were able to have the time to get to know each other. I know you had big plans for all of us growing up together, but none of that has to change. I will always be part of this family, and you have a constant reminder in Owen as to how things might have been. Thank you for being my voice and for relaying my lesson to the masses. During your hospital visits, you would always whisper to me that you were sorry, but I never understood why. There was never anything to be sorry about. Well, he says except for maybe possibly a few stories that you wrote in your blog. I have no regrets, Dad. I'm very thankful to have been born into this family. I'm thankful for the time I got to know you, even though it was on the short side. I feel so humbled to have received the number of prayers and acts of kindness I've witnessed over the past 5 months. The outpouring of love and support from the masses I've received simply means my message has been delivered. Mission accomplished. Daddy, not only are you the most brilliant and astounding man, you're also grossly underpaid at work. Oh, he says read this only if your boss is in town. Take care of Mom and tell her Poom Poom loves her. He also says at this point there's probably a lot of tension, so he wants everybody to kind of relax their shoulders and take a breath. Yeah. He says, or you're all getting pulse ox monitors. All right, this is from Jacob. Mommy, I want you to know that I understand how hard this is for you. I know you're sad that we didn't get a chance to know each other better, but I also want you to know that I feel closer to you than anyone else in the family. I need you to know that I cherished every second of every minute of every hour you spent holding me all those days and nights in the hospitals. Hospitals, plural. I heard every word you spoke, felt every hug, and welcomed every kiss. Thank you for spending your ever-waking thought with me these past few months, and for what you continue to do for our family. You are the strongest mommy I know, and if you don't believe me, just take a look around. You may think all these people are here today for you, or for me, but they're not. They're here for you. These people are a direct reflection of the type of person you are. They each understand what a great woman, mother, and friend you are, and I hope that someday, once again, you will come to know this about yourself. My message to you, Mom, is simple. It's a simple one of gratitude. Thank you for being there for me, for being my advocate. Thank you for protecting me, caring for me, and loving me. And thank you for teaching me what it's like to be loved. But most of all, thank you for marrying the coolest, most and modest daddy in the world. Jacob. Just an absolute delight that fellow is. As a matter of fact, I think you should go on a date with Dad soon, spend some quality time alone. Maybe you guys can even spend the night in a hotel, have a few drinks, and oh, he just goes on. He finishes up with, Mommy, I love you. Thank you for fighting me and caring for me, especially when the days and nights began to run together. I'll always be your little Pumbaa. I'm almost done, guys. Owen, I saved you for last, for I feel you have the greatest responsibility of all. As your older brother, I want to remind you of the important job you have to remain as an identical reminder of my story to everyone who chooses to know it. As someone I've spent the most time with in this world, I want you to know that this will be no easy task. People are not always going to remember why I was put here. Their hearts are going to be in the right place, just as they are today. But the daily grind of the world is going to sometimes be too much for them to stop and remember to appreciate the little things. These are the people that are going to need you the most. They're the reason I was put here, and you're the reason my story will never die. You and I will always have our bond, and for that, I'm very grateful. I'm going to go now. I see this granddad Kevin fellow I've heard so much about, so I want to fly over him and show him off my new wings. I know he'll be just as proud of me as he is of his daughter right now. Good looking fellow that granddad Kevin is, and what a gorgeous head of hair.